It is said that prevention is better than cure. So, guys, since the corona epidemic is spreading across the world, here very briefly we'll understand how to get rid of, at least how to prevent corona infection. This is our objective of this video presentation. Taking your list of time, I need to tell you what is coronavirus. So it's a kind of virus. It's very common and that can cause infection in your nose, sinuses, or upper throat. It's a very common virus, and most coronaviruses are not dangerous. We need to note this point. They are not very dangerous. And coronaviruses are very commonly found in animals, cattle, rats, cats, and fish. It means since ages they have been living in this in animal body, cattle body, rats body, cats, fishes, and all these kind of organisms. They have been the inhabitant of this kind of viruses, guys. But in early 2020, following a December 2019 outbreak in China, the WHO identified a very new type of coronavirus, and that is named as 2019 novel coronavirus. You can see how it is marked and the designation, the name, and the nomenclature given for this specific and dangerous coronavirus being found as a very new strain in the Wuhan city of China. So, guys, before understanding the prevention steps, we need to understand what are the symptoms which may appear with the infection of coronavirus. So, the symptoms may appear in first to 14th day of infections, and these symptoms are very common, like running nose and sore throat, cough and sneezing, wet or dry cough. These are the very basic symptoms which may appear with the infection of this virus within first to 40 days of infection. Mild to high fever. This is very important to be noted because fever may have the variable temperatures. It can be from mild to, from high temperature, mild to, we call it as mild to high fever. And shortness of breathing. Shortness of breathing means short breathings are there. So you feel restless. And the patient may have ear infection also. This is very rarely described, and at very less sites and books I found that this is not mentioned much properly. Actually, very less and precise, very less data is available about this disease and these infections. But ear infection can be there as described by WHO also. Pneumonia, of course, in the secondary phases, lower respiratory tract infection, pneumonia can be there, guys. So, how to prevent coronavirus infection? Because better to, it is always better to prevent yourself. So, prevention is better than cure. So, this is the subject. And just moving ahead, guys. So, first thing is that wash your hands frequently in running water 4 to 5 times a day. This is very important. Whenever you are washing your hands, make sure you are washing your hands in the running water. And for washing your hands, guys, you can use a soap, a liquid soap, or whatever best medicated soap is available at your home, or you can purchase from the pharmacy. Or else, guys, you can use alcohol based hand sanitizer. These hand sanitizers are alcohol based and they can naturally also many mineral oils like kerosene, petrol, all these things can be used to sanitize the things, but they are very smelly and not practical. So better, guys, you purchase a hand sanitizer available at pharmacy, medical stores, and you sanitize your hands if you are not getting water to wash your hands at least 4 to 5 times a day. And very important suggestion: remain away from infected or sick patient because you are not the specialist. If you are going near to the infected patient, it means you are putting yourself in danger. So because you are not expert and you don't know anything, If you want to really take care of such patient or infected patient, take that patient to the hospital. This is the best way, under the supervision of good and expert doctors. So you need personally to remain away from infected patients. Guys, don't touch your nose, eyes, mouth with dirty hands. If you have feeling any itching in your eyes, nose, or anywhere in your face, get your hands washed first. Then only you touch your these parts, because they are highly rich in blood supply and they can infect you. Even if your hands are having such viruses or your hands are infected, this infection can enter into your body through these routes. So before touching these vital organs, you need to wash your hands. Guys, use and throw mask, because these are the masks you can change daily. Don't repeat the same mask every day. Take a mask, use it for a day or two maximum, and throw it. Especially in the, I would suggest for the zones or the areas, countries which are at high risk, including India also. So these countries, you always use a use and throw mask, and keep yourself safe. Guys, while you are coughing or sneezing, use tissue paper and throw in a dustbin, or throw, especially throw it in trash, means that are discarded. That tissue paper should not be used by anyone. Make sure that must be thrown in the trash. And always keep your this tissue paper on your mouth before you are coughing or sneezing. Guys, disinfect your phones, gadget, pens, etc. Whatever you are using on daily basis. Disinfectants are very usually and at very economic rates. They are available at the medical stores. You can disinfect your phones, because they are also source of keeping these organisms intact with you always. So at least once in a day, especially in the high risk areas or people who want to keep themselves safe, they need to disinfect their phones, especially phones I have mentioned, or whatever the gadget they are using, with disinfectants, which are very economically available in the medical stores. And guys, the last important point I would like to tell you, that avoid non-vegetarian foods. Even in the China, they have banned non-veg, not banned, but they have suggested people to keep and remain away from, non-vegetarian foods, seafoods, all these kind of dangerous foods who may have the high risk of infection. Even if you are going through these foods like fish, boiled egg, other meats, make sure you are boiling them properly with the sufficient time as mentioned, so that the germs are killed. And before eating these things, you kind of, this is a kind of sterilization in fact, because you are boiling them properly. So make sure all these things you ensure, so that you eat a healthy food, non-infected food. So, guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Be safe and take care. Once again, this is Bipin Divedi. Thank you. Thanks a lot.